Hi guys, it's Jessica Riverson from Permission to Charge, and today I want to talk to you about something that came up, wonderful conversation I had with Academy member Valerie. And there's this phenomenon that happens when you're in a place where you're creating your signature program, or you are revamping your signature program. You are revamping what your offers are, your different tiers, or maybe you're putting out a mastermind. So it could be your first offer, your next offer. And there's this thing that happens where we really can have the tendency to spin out on what should we name it, what should each module be, or what should each, the topic of each week be, and what should the price be, and what should the bonuses be, and all of that is what I specialize in. And I love helping coaches, healers, other one-on-one service providers craft their offer. But I really realize that there's this big missing link, and that's what I want to address today. And I'll be continuing to really deepen this side of the process because it's actually the most important side of the process. So here's the phenomenon that happens. It's that whole spin cycle, right? So I see women entrepreneurs, men too, but since I specialize in working with women entrepreneurs, I see this happen. I see the spin cycle. I see how they kind of bury their head in the sands or bury themselves in the modules, and they rework it and they rework it and they rework it and they rework it. And look, I've done it too. In fact, it's kind of part of what I've come to expect when I put out a new offer. I've come to expect that that's kind of how it's going to go. There's going to be a little bit of, fear. There's going to be a little bit of reworking, and there's going to be a little bit of spin. And I just don't allow myself to let that go too far. And I certainly don't want to allow it to go too far with my clients either. So, the opposite phenomenon would be to just throw something out there without putting a lot of thought into it. Maybe you see what some other coach is offering, you're like, cool, that sales page looks good, let me just put that on my sales page. I've seen a lot of identical sales pages out there. It is hard if you are doing the same thing, and it's like there's a collective consciousness. So it's like all business coaches are saying the same thing, and all life coaches are saying the same thing, and all health coaches are saying the same thing. It's starting to kind of get like that with internet marketing. So more reason for the focus of today. So here's the download that I got today. And whenever I get a download, it's kind of like, well, duh. So it's not necessarily a new revelation on my part, but I think the big aha, I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Probably because this is really it's as close as possible to my truth. So hope this isn't anticlimactic now. All right. Getting myself together. I honestly have no idea why I'm emotional. I think it's because I think this is really the truth. So here's the aha, here's the download. What really came to me today, and thank you, Valerie, for the awesome conversation. Actually, Valerie specializes in what I'm talking about. So she and I are of the same heart and mind in that way. And it just really came to me how important it is to, God, I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm getting so emotional. It really came to me that in order to be fully in your power with your offer, and I'm not looking at the camera because I'm just it's distracting me looking at myself right now and the fact that I just woke up. So what really came to me is in order to enroll clients at a very high level, okay, meaning you want to charge, you're a solopreneur, you're doing a lot of one-on-one, maybe you're moving into groups as well, but you're doing one-on-one and you want to really create abundance, not only for yourself, but within your clients. And so when you want to charge a large investment for your work, or what you might feel is a large investment depending on where you are right now, you've got to really get connected with your, what I'm calling your divine offer. Your divine offer. So your divine offer is the part of your offer, meaning your program, right? The part of your offer that is connected to the deepest part of who you are and is aligned with the truth of who you are. And so what I see happening, and Valerie expressed this as well, which is why she's the perfect person to specialize in this kind of work too, is that spin cycle where you're spending so much time worrying about all that other stuff, right? And so I always say in our Soulful Sales program, your mission has to be bigger than your ego. So your ego is the one that comes in and says, well, am I charging too much? Should I name it this? Should I name it that? Is that the right word? It's like, should I have this bonus or that bonus? And it's like, it's really, it's so far from your truth. It's so far from your divine offer, right? It's just, you're way out there in no man's land when you're doing that. And so I don't have my tripod today either, you guys. So, when you get your divine offer down into your bones, right? When you've really connected with the promise of your program, right? That's the result of your program, the promise of your offer. And you're clear enough that you know what that is, and you're clear enough that you know who it's perfect for, and you feel in integrity with yourself enough to the point where you know you're going to deliver on that. You know that you will coach this person or work with this person to the best of your ability, and you'll do whatever it takes to help them create that result, even if you don't know every detail of what that will look like, or every single coaching exercise you would do with them, or every healing technique that you would use in every moment. As long as you're connected enough to your divine truth, your divine offer, you can then be in a position to put that offer out there. And again, I always have helped my clients with sales pages, and there's a dog that just came up to me with a frisbee. Oh my goodness. Okay. He wanted me to throw his frisbee. So let me just recover. We've done a lot of work on sales pages, and the reason I'm not as focused on it anymore with clients is, Are you going on the path? Are you going on this path? No. Oh, okay. Okay. Just making a video right now. It's a good path, yeah. So anyway, the reason why I'm not focused on that as much, or having clients spend as much time, or making sure that they don't spin out on that, is because it's another way to just get into, especially if it's not your zone of genius, like you don't feel you're good with writing or messaging and, you know, the graphics and just everything that's involved with putting that together, unless you really hire some great people, which I can recommend, but you know, unless you really hire that out. So it's another one of those danger zones where you can just spin out. And so here's what I was sharing with my academy student, is that once you're clear enough on your offer, like you're connected with it, right? You know the promise of your program, you know who it's for, you know without a shadow of a doubt that you will deliver on that. You will do everything in your power to help them create that result, whether it's, you know, losing weight and getting healthy, if it's finding their soulmate, if it's growing their business, whatever your, you know, niche is, that you will do what it takes. Then at that point, you're connected enough where when you make a video or a post, or you open your mouth, right, to talk with potential clients, or you're at a networking event, the truth comes out, right? The clarity of your message comes out. You feel connected to it, so you're not, you know, wavering as much on the words, and it's like you just say what you do and who you do it for. And people come up to you, people flock to you, they message you, they comment, they walk up to you and say, oh my gosh, what you just said, that's me, I totally need to talk to you. And you're like, great, let's set up a discovery session. Here's how I work. Let's set up, you know, first step, let's set up a discovery session. When you get to that place, and now you can really start having authentic conversations, which is, you know, code for a discovery session or a consult. At the point where you're on the phone with someone and you've listened to them, you've let them, this is what I said to Valerie, is when you're on the phone with someone and you're doing a discovery session, you're not coaching, okay? You're being a coach, right? And you're asking, you know, curious, poignant questions, and you're being a good listener, but you're not pouring into them, okay? You're not pouring into them in the sense that you would in a coaching session or in a motivational speech or something. They're pouring into you. So you're holding, right? You're holding this container of space. That's your job on this discovery session. Your job is to hold a large container of space for these clients. And in the discovery session process, your job is not to coach them, not to provide solutions. Because look, can you solve their problem in an hour? No. That's why you created the program, right? And did it take them an hour to create the problem? No. So you're not going to solve it in a problem. I mean, you're not going to solve it in an hour. So your job is to allow them to pour into this container that you're holding. Here comes another dog. I'm not really a dog person. I was when I was a kid, and oh, it's a cute puppy though. Okay. I always feel bad that I'm not like as into dogs as a lot of people are. It's probably my ego. Anyway. So your job is to allow them to pour into you, right? Let them pour into your container. Let them pour in their emotions and what the problems, you know, what it's costing them, right? And then as they feel that you're holding that space from that place of power, from that place of holding, you now present an offer. I love that word offer because it's kind of a juicy word. You are offering your program. You're making your offer, right? You're inviting them to step into possibility. You're inviting them to step into a container of support where they can get the result that they've just spent maybe an hour telling you that they want, and what it's costing them to not have that result in their life. So all of this, you know, back and forth with everything, it can be made much easier when you take some time to go inside and get clear. And you know, for those of you that are working with me, I will help you with this. If you feel like, oh my God, that's where I'm stuck, I will help you with this. And really, like, you know, in Valerie's case, it was like, we just had a conversation, and she's like, well, look, I had to get aligned. And I said, I can tell you're aligned now. I hear the clarity in your voice. I hear that you're grounded, and it's okay, you know, if it takes you a little bit of time. But at the same time, reach out and ask for that support, because that's so funny. As coaches, like, we are like the worst, you know, at asking for support. It's like really terrible, you know. It's really funny. But you know, the work that you do mirrors back what you're here to learn. I think, you know, you guys have probably heard, you teach what you're meant to learn. How does that go? I think it's you teach what you're meant to learn, or something like that. And it's kind of like, you know, you're here to teach the thing that's your life lesson. And certainly the whole permission to charge thing is, it's way bigger than charge your worth, you know, like higher prices. You know, I talk about it a lot. I think women need to talk more about money and how they're making it and all that kind of stuff, but it's so much deeper, right? I think that's why I was so emotional. It's like, it's really getting to the truth of who you are, and allowing your offer to be birthed, right? From that place. I guess this, if you're a woman, it makes sense. I don't know if men feel the same way about birthing their offer, but you know, creation, right? We're all creative beings. So when you're connected to your divine truth, then your divine offer can come out more easily. And I've just decided, like I said, this kind of download realization today, this morning, I've decided that my Hawaii intensives are going to have this theme of getting grounded in your divine offer. And it doesn't matter if you have your offer, you have your program, you've sold it a bunch of times. I want to spend time in these intensives having you get grounded in your divine offer, because what I've recognized is at that point, you can do anything, go anywhere. Like, you can just pick up your phone and make a video. You know, you can do live stream broadcast to hundreds of people, or, you know, maybe more, depending on how far your reach is. You can do webinars with more grace and ease, even if the technology is driving you crazy and you don't, it's like, even if you're like, oh my God, I gotta say this and I gotta say that. No, you've got to be connected, and it's gonna flow. You know, I give you the structure. I give you the pointers of how to really be compelling, but really the most compelling thing, right, is when someone's like just speaking their truth and coming from a place of authenticity. So what I'm recognizing is this piece, this part of the work is actually way more important than anything else, right? It's more important than your sales page and your copy. I mean, gosh, all those things are so important, but if you're not there, if you're like somehow detached from that whole process, or you just don't believe it, you know, you've got a sales page that you don't believe, or you've got an offer that you just aren't confident in, and you're filled with self-doubt about it, that's going to follow you wherever you go. And so I also believe that fear of public speaking, fear of video, oh my gosh, you know, like this is not really how I want to be done up right now, you know, on a video. But it's like all of that fear that stands in our way from just taking action. And we live in a day and age where, you know, social media is so powerful, and you have the opportunity. If you're watching this, that tells me you have the opportunity to reach so many people. And I totally get how it's scary. Like, it's literally taken me years to be making videos, and what I'm seeing is that connection is what's really making the difference. It bumps you out of ego, right? It bumps you out of ego because now you get into truth, and from that place, you don't have to worry. Your ego's like checked out, right? Because there's something really seductive. That's a good word. There's something really seductive about speaking your truth, being in your truth, being aligned with it, and sharing that, putting that out there. It does take away it takes the edge off of some of the fear. And so I've been rambling. This is like the longest video I've probably made in so long. So that's it, you guys. That's what it is, your divine offer. I've got a link all ready to go for you guys to get notified of the Hawaii intensives. I'm so excited about that. It's going to be a magical place. to get connected to your divine offer. So of course I will help you guys with all the stuff I normally do, which is the messaging and the copy and what should your bonuses be and the name of it, all that stuff. But guess what? It's going to be so much easier, right? It's going to be so much easier now. So, oh, there's another dog. Hello, just making a video. I've got a lot of dogs in my video today. So, I think the dog pooped. Anyway, get connected to your divine offer. I'm here to help you with that. And thanks for watching this video and sticking with me. I can't wait to hear your comments. Bye, you guys.